Hello and welcome back to my Fire Red Nuzlocke. Most folks just call me Orange Joe. And last time you caught me very sleepy. I'm sure it came through. I went back and watched the episode. And, oh yeah, you can like hard tell that I'm not on my game. And I'm sorry for that. I really am actually, because I know that it's really bizarre. Like, I watched it back, and especially the second episode, because the first episode I was loopy, which is just kind of funny to me. But the second episode, there were so many just random breaks in concentration where I was just sitting there in borderline silence for several parts, and I was just like, I don't know what's happening anymore, it's fine. But today I have a better head on my shoulders. I'm more awake. Because, yeah, I was... excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. Forget that. Give me a second. It's gotta be you. Electric moves can't miss in rain, but it's not like we have any that would... Do not raise your stats. Don't you dare raise your stats. Thank you. Alright, what do we got? Yeah. Spark. Yes, please. So, Kyogre is horrifying because it is, I would say, the third best legendary that could possibly be in the game. I would argue that. Because you have the number one slot being either Rayquaza or Mewtwo. I don't know which is the best. But third place is, in my mind, at Gen 3, definitely Kyogre. Just incredibly strong, ridiculously good Pokemon. But, so, as I was saying, now that we don't have to panic, yeah, I was really, really bizarrely tired. So I do want to personally apologize for the last episode. It was really... It's a really weird episode, and I acknowledge that. It's not up to my, you know, desired standard for what this channel should be. So that's part of why the Nuzlocke took a break. Like, it's not the whole thing, right? Also, if you aren't watching my other series, sorry that my chair suddenly developed a squeak. I'm sure you can hear that. I don't know what happened. I just now have a squeak in my chair. So I gotta buy me some WD-40 and fix it, but I gotta be honest with you, the last time I went shopping I just forgot to pick it up. It's the thing. So we'll probably have to deal with the squeaky chair. This is the squeaky chair saga of the Joe channel. We'll probably have to deal with that for another, well, just recording sessions. So probably not the next one for whatever. Oh, I was gonna say, if you hit for... Okay, so if you double slap and hit for 5 right here, Aegis dies. Do we gamble that? Sure. Sure. Because if we hit here, doesn't matter. We didn't hit. If you hit for 5, okay, you didn't do it. So, it's fine. Like, we would have to low roll the attack, and they would have to high roll theirs. Possible? Absolutely. But we're gonna try and defy the odds. But anyway, so sorry, I'm losing my mind now trying to think of this battle. Yay! So last recording session for the Nuzlocke was 2 episodes. The shortest recording session I've done for anything. Because I did have a 2-episode recording session for Isaac once, and that's because I just got immeasurably angry. I was like, F it, I'm done. I cannot record this anymore today. It's just not gonna happen. I don't want to play this game anymore. Out. And so I stopped. It was basically 2 bad runs in a row. And I was like, you know, no, I'm good. I'll do this tomorrow. And I did. I just left and then came back. What are your special defense then? Pretty poo-poo. Pretty poo-poo. Yeah, Charizard's like the best bet. But... Oh! throw Bob out there, man. Who cares? Not me. Don't you dare set up on me. Wait, that's just your regular attack. I don't care. Do whatever you want, dude. But, yeah, the last episode, or not episode, but episodes that I record, the recording sesh, if you will. I know it's a technical term, sesh, maybe you've heard of it. But the last one was just, it was very short because I'm currently on a, please, thank you, a very bizarre schedule right now where it's, okay, I'm gonna tell you my current schedule, but we got to make a pact right here and right now. And by continuing to watch this episode, you agree to it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay. So, and that's legally binding. I'll sue if you don't listen to this. Promise. That's not true. But it's just, you got to promise to not make fun of me. Is basically all I'm begging of you. Please don't. I mean, I know you guys won't. You guys are, you know, you all all two Joe maniacs out there, you know, going up for you. I guess Orange Maniac sounds better. You know, oranging up. He's oranging up, but going the other way. You know, all two of you active watchers. And a recent 12th sub. Welcome to the party. That was weird. I was not holding up for like that entire animation. It's just the game already knew that we were gonna look at each other, so it was like you're just gonna be forced looking up now, or moving up rather. You don't Fire Punch? You don't. Good. No Comet Punch, so we'll see how that does. But all of my like core audience, I know you guys are good people, and you know you support me and all that I do, so I know you won't make fun of me. But like, just know that I know it's a bad like schedule to exist on, but it's just the one I exist on anyway. There's nothing I can do about it, nothing you can do about it. It is what it is for now. So I've been on a schedule recently of, how would I put this? Like 30 on, 19 off, where I'll be, and being fair, the last couple days haven't been this way, so it's why I sound a little bit more well rested right now, because I don't do recordings in the middle of the night, because it's rude, right? I don't want to, do you know any grass type moves at all? Why would you? Really, is the thing. We're only a freaking grass type. Anyway, so I don't record in the middle of the night at all. I don't want to be rude to any of my neighbors. I don't want to, you know, bother them while they're trying to sleep. I try and be very considerate with that. So that's why the last time I recorded, here it goes yawning again. It was, you know, early in the morning, but it was, you know, it was late enough in the morning for me to be like, I don't have to feel bad about recording right now, because it's early enough to where like people would be waking up about now, or if they did wake up, they wouldn't be furious with me, right? And that's what I'm doing right now. It's like freaking, yes, it's like 10:30 right now in the morning, so it's not that bad. But I've been up since, when did I wake up? Like, I don't know, 8 p.m. So I acknowledge it's very weird. People shouldn't, like, it's not normal. I should say it's not a should not situation. It's just, it's not normal for people to sleep on the schedule I've been sleeping on. But it's just, it's currently the life I have to live, because my class schedule is effectively, like, not actually, but like the easiest way to put it is my class schedule is Monday and Tuesday. That is it. Is that all I have obligations to? Of course not. I have much more obligations in the week beyond 2 days of actual schooling. Yeah, now we learn the type punches, which is really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna say get rid of Comet Punch. Nah, get rid of Agility first. We're not gonna set up. It's base Pokemon. It's a Nuzlocke. Yeah, but should I? Well, probably, but am I gonna? No. Ice Punch. Yeah, that's a good one. When I was a kid, I never understood like how good ice type moves are, especially like when they're 75 damage. I know it's not stab, but like I do not care even a little bit. The elemental punches are pretty freaking good to have because it just means that your type coverage gets insane. Because like Mach Punch is bad, but it's stab. Pursuit, I think we can get rid of because like it really specific use case for the AI to switch out. It's rare that they do. But like Ice type is gonna be great because it'll super affect freaking Dragon, which we will almost certainly need. Sure, get some XP Komodo, and so on. But anyway, so my week is more or less, you know, I have 2 days that I actually have to attend class, and then on the other days I can choose my schedule. I can choose when I do anything. I can choose like, well, you know, maybe I don't start my day until like 9 p.m. but I don't end my day until the morning of the next day, right? You know, like if I, easy example, earlier this week I had to write it ended up being about a 4-page paper for my philosophy class. And boy, let me tell you, that paper we'll get into later, but that's just, it's something. So anyway, you guys see that? Oh my god, we almost lost Komodo. Oh, I stiffened up like frickin' I'd been shot. Oh, yowza, we got lucky that frickin' Komodo didn't just die. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Joker. That's a video that either you've seen it or you haven't. I can't help you on that one. But anyway, I had to write a paper, and I didn't. It was due at midnight on Thursday. For me, Thursday. I don't have any healing items. Excuse me. Oh. Well, I mean, sorry to tell you, Komodo, but you're just not going to get experience for a little bit then. So I don't feel like flying back to the PC just yet. But so I think I fought you. Didn't I? Yeah, I definitely did. So I had to write this paper, and it was due midnight the Thursday for me, like that midnight that Thursday, and so I woke up at like 8 p.m. that Thursday, and I had written the outline for that paper, and that was it. And now, this is gonna sound like like I'm an incredibly bad student, and being fair, yeah, I kinda am. But the problem is that I can get away with it for now. There's certain classes where I cannot get away with this, and I know that. I know that very well. But there are most classes where it is like a critical thinking style something or other. I can finagle. Hey, cut that out. Stop. Stop. Help. 4 times. Come on. I can finagle it to where, like, if it's like, hey, here's a topic, think about it, write a paper. I can usually be like, alright, and then just on the spot kind of BS it out. And that's what I did for this physics paper, or physics philosophy paper. Where I was like, you know, here's a topic. And again, I don't want to get into the topic right now because it's, I hate you. It's ancillary to the point I'm trying to make. So, I was sitting down and writing this paper, and I had, again, the outline completed, but nothing else. And so when I sat down to start writing this paper at 8 p.m. and it was due... Switch on. It was due midnight that night. I was giving myself very little time to actually write the paper. And that is bad form. That's not what, as a student, especially a college student, right? I shouldn't be doing that. I should be like, no, I should get out ahead of these problems. I should... Yeah, we can... sorry, in my brain I was like, can we heal that poison? Yeah, we should be able to. Without much fear. So now we cannot put in Komodo or the Ages. Sorry. Really, it's just who do we want to have some more experience on? Honestly, I say Ghost. We don't put Ghost in unless we, like, need to. And I like Ghost. But... So... Sorry. So what I should be doing, realistically, I should be getting way out ahead of these things, right? Like, I knew the paper was due, like, a week before it was due. And I just wasn't doing it, because I was like, I know I can get away with doing this the day it's due. And that's how I've been all throughout high school and so far in college. I really need to stop that, because it's starting to catch up with me in certain classes, like my calculus class specifically. Because that class is like, you can't just outthink it. You have to actually drill it to get good at it. You have to be good at it and do it repetitiously to be actually good at it. And I is that. So, but with my English class, with my Gen Ed class, which is... Don't move too much. Yeah, just use the heal power. I know you're not gonna like it. I'm sorry. I know. But, like, brother, trust me, you need it. We're gonna go fly. Sorry, I keep thinking it's frickin' Lizardius, and there's a reason for that. But later for that story. We're gonna fly and heal. Anyway. So it's catching up with me. It's really the moral of the story. It's catching up with me. I need to be better about it. I actively know I need to be better about it, but I have a really bad lizard brain when it comes to learning. So my first inclination and instinct is to be like, well, don't do that. Just do what's comfortable. And then the second it gets uncomfortable, do anything else. Even if anything else happens to be do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, just... for some reason my brain tricks itself into being like, well, this sucks a little bit, so I'm just gonna do nothing instead, because I think that would be better for me. And obviously it's not. But it's what my brain thinks to do. It's just like, hey, you know how, like, you have to just, like, work for, I don't know, 2 hours on calculus every day? Just do 2 hours of work today. My brain will be like, ugh, yucky, 2 hours, I don't want to do that. No, why don't I just sit and stare at a wall for 2 hours? That'd be good. That's a good use of our time. Yeah, let's do that. And then I just do. You know, like, I'll have maybe YouTube or friggin', I don't know, music or something, you know, to be I almost use a foul term. I almost said time lubricant, and I'm sorry that I used it there, but, like, you just had to know that I'm disgusted with myself, and I wanted you to be disgusted with me too. Hold me accountable. But, no, so I will just do anything other than the correct thing, and I'm on the wrong path. And I don't have a good excuse for it, and I need to get better at that. Like, the only saving grace that I really have is when I choose to, like, actively and mindfully, like, okay, I'm going to go somewhere else where I'm not around the things that I can allow myself to distract myself. And the weird thing is, like, if I am in my home environment, be it my dorm, be it my actual house where, or excuse me, my house. Yeah, I guess I'm a homeowner. No, absolutely not. In this market, while Mercury is in retrograde, is it Mars in retrograde? I don't know. I don't care. I'm sorry to tell you, could not care less about astrology. If that makes you think less of me, I'm sorry, but I don't give a heck. But have I fought all you people? I think I have. I think I dang done did. But I'm still gonna look. I had to have fought the cut people. I know I went up there because that's where surgery talk was, at least where it started. And I got the item, so I fought all you. Man, I think we're almost out of fights to do. I think it's just gonna be let's call them boss fight, gym fights. But yeah, so removing myself from my comfortable environment, going somewhere I'm less comfortable, like a library or a like genuinely, if the work can be done outside, just outside, literally like sitting on a bench and just doing my work there. Excuse me? You want a what now? This is like quad effective against you, right? Yeah. It didn't do as much as I was hoping. That's because you have really high defense. Okay, well, of all the other Pokemon to switch to, it's a pretty good one. But, so, just removing myself in that way helps a lot, and I just need to get better at doing that. Because if I know the workaround, why am I not doing the workaround? And, man, the only thing I can think to tell you is because I'm stupid, right? But, I just realized I didn't set a freaking timer for this episode. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll keep talking for as long as I need to talk, I guess. Oh. Is Komodo dark type in any way? No. Okay. I don't like it, but we're gonna stick in for a second. Okay, that move sucks. Why? Okay, we're switching. Jeez. A double setup, dude? What is this, competitive? Do you have good specialty? I think you do. 76. You have 60. 62. Well, we've never put you in. Yeah, it's definitely Charizard here. So, I just need to do that more, right? But so I just gave myself a day to write this paper. I wrote the paper, and I know you're faster, Charizard. Do not let me down. Because if you barely survive, no one else would survive that. That thing's scary, dude. My goodness. I'm gonna go back and heal. But anyway, so I just need to be better at that, and that's why my schedule's so goofy, is because I've been allowing myself to screw up my schedule. Give me 1 second. Okay. And so, like, that's why the last episode you caught me super tired, and why this episode is 10 in the morning, but I've been up all friggin' night, and, you know, everything is just weird, and it's because I've allowed it to get weird for too long, and I've been too lax in my self-care, more or less, is the problem. So, you probably know psychic type moves. So just know that I'm trying to get better at that, and I'm going to try and fix that. And like, that's a big part of why I had to take a little bit of a break from the Nuzlocke, because I knew that the last episodes were really rough, and I was like, man, I don't want to like stick in that mindset. I really want to kind of refresh my brain. And then my friend Christina and Chris mentioned, friends Christina and Chris mentioned to me, like, hey, dude, we're you know, we've been playing Hades, and I didn't even look at what the other Pokemon was, so it better be fine for the ages to be in there, because I didn't read it. Don't be a Wobbuffet. Okay. You're groundwater, right? And it actually kind of sucks. Let me check Barbo's just typing. I know that sounds stupid, but our team is like kind of hard countered by groundwater. Barboach. You aren't groundwater. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, our whole team is bad against you until Komodo learns a grass-type move. I guess try fighting. Okay, interesting. But they were talking about how they were playing Hades, and you know they had made like I had a suggestion from a different friend to play Slay the Spire, and I was like, dude, that'd be pretty sick. So I switched to Slay the Spire a bit too, and you know, you don't. Of course you don't. Why would you know a normal type move? Just go for it, Bob. I have faith that you can take care of this problem, and swiftly. But, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna play those two games, and I say that with confidence now, because, like, Slay the Spire was, like, that one I telegraphed it. Okay. I telegraphed to people. I was like, I told people in advance, like, hey, yo, check it out. Next thing to be on the channel is, like, gonna be Slay the Spire, because I just taken a break. It's on hiatus for now. And I didn't have a set timeline on when it would ever come back, and I still don't. I have no idea. You know, it could be not until the next update. It could be never. It could be, like, the second the Nuzlocke's done. I got no idea. But for now, it's on break, right? So, you know, barring that bit of brain knowledge, because I wanted to record all these other things, and, like, there's other stuff that I've been, like, dying to record in my off time too. Like, there's a couple things that I really want to record. Like, I really want to record Among Us, but I cannot get people together to do it. Like, the people, so I know some people who have the game, but they never approach me to play the game. They never bring it up, and I can't just be like, at random hours, like, hey, let's play Among Us, because their schedules are very different from mine, in that even though I'm up for freaking 24 hours straight or more, it doesn't matter, because they still aren't on. But, take that, developer Dudley. So, I run into that brick wall right there, and then the other brick wall I run into is the friends who I would be able to schedule with don't have the freaking game. So, I just can't do it. And then there's other games that I want to record. Like, let me tell you, if this was my job, which it's not, it's nowhere near being, and it will almost certainly never be. I really wish it were, but it ain't. It ain't is, and it probably won't is. You know, not with that attitude. But, like, seriously though, attitude ain't it. It's ability. But if this were my job, there would be a couple series that I'd be working on, cranking out, like, now, and it's like, it's not even close. Like, I would be like, hey, we're gonna set up a scheduled timer where every X, Y, or Z day, I don't know, where the heck do you buy hyper potions from, dude? Oh, I bet you it's whereverville, USA, with the Sylph Co. and whatever. But there's so many things that I'm just like, yo, other people in this community, you know, other content creators, let's just link up and let's just freaking do this. And, you know, I would be all over it for several different games. But that's just, unfortunately, not the life I get to live at the moment. So, it just ain't happening. So, for now, we're just kind of doing the regulars, the uses. There we go. So, you know, kind of expect regular content on the channel to be pretty well back to normal, pretty well handled now, because, like, we have 3 series that I'm, like, actively intent on, that I got my, like, finger on the pulse of in this Spire and Hades, and don't get me wrong, Spire and Hades do not have, or Spire specifically doesn't have to stick around. Neither does Hades, actually. The Nuzlocke does, because like this, I'm gonna finish this. Either I'm dying in the game, mind you, or I'm gonna freaking get this series done. We're gonna complete it, and then something else will take its place. But for now, I'm gonna call it an episode. I think I've been talking too long. Long enough. I was kind of floundering around thinking of what to do, because the next real and only challenge we have to do is to just fight Koga and then the Psychic Gym. And that's it. So I was just kind of like, ooh, how can I waste a little bit of time to finish my thought in saying effectively expect Nuzlocke to stick around for sure, and then Hades or Slay the Spire to stick around. And I know that Slime Rancher is still on the freaking back burner too, and that's going to be a sometimes food, much like cookies. But I love Slime Rancher. It's just that it's really hard to find like the motivation to record it, because it's like it's a one-off. It's something that like I'll just record an episode of, or two in a block, and then I'll upload an episode of it like on a random Saturday and just be like, here's some more Slime Rancher, enjoy. And that's it, because I can't dedicate a lot of time to Slime Rancher, because I know it's not going to be a mainstay on the channel. I don't think it's interesting enough to do that. But yeah, for now, just expect regular programming and weigh in on what you want to see from me. Here or on Twitter, it don't matter. I'm listening, and we'll kind of go from there. But just know that you can't change the fact that the Nuzlocke is gonna go on. Only the Nuzlocke can change the Nuzlocke. This one is set in stone. It can take breaks, short ones, but it can take breaks here and there based on my ability and interest. But it cannot be killed until I kill it. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I'm trying a new end card or end style where I just don't tell you to do anything anymore, because freaking the people who are watching already know the things. So thank you for sticking around. If you made it this far, I do really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!